Hello, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. This is the Wasted Filmoholic and I am Swarnav. And today we are reviewing Avrodh, The Seas Within. I know it's quite late for a review on this, but I recently got hold of this so decided to make this review anyway. As you all know, Avrodh, The Seas Within is a new Indian web series which has been released on Sony LIV. It has been directed by Raj Acharya and produced by Applause Entertainment and Irada Entertainment. As per Wikipedia, it is a fictionalized, or rather retelling of the Uri terror attack of 2016 and the following surgical strike. You can say that it is basically an elaborate and detailed account of the movie Uri the Surgical Strike, and it actually does well for what it is. It doesn't rely much on action, except for the last 2 episodes, and focuses mainly on the political events and bureaucracy post-Uri attack that leads to India's retaliation. It emphasizes the indecisiveness of the situation and Indian government's attempt to overcome it with patience and rational thinking. Primarily, there are 2 events going on simultaneously in the series. First, we have the ongoing preparation of retaliation by the Indian army, while we have the media interfering on the other hand. We have Madhurima Tuli playing the role of a highly ambitious journalist, Namrata Jain, who's trying her best to have a ground presence in Kashmir and to have a working network to bring out the real stories. So it is evidently inevitable for both the parties to clash and compromise each other's agendas. Darshan Kumar, who portrayed the character of Major Ronak Gautam, did a pretty decent job. However, there is this particular scene where a convoy of Indian troops were blocked by the Kashmiri stone pelters. Major Gautam simply pulls his gun and the convoy passes without any restrictions. The locals were armed with stones and Molotov cocktails. So it seems rather glamorous than an actual confrontation of the situation, most likely not to be dealt in the same way as portrayed here. Nonetheless, Darshan Kumar was convincing and had much more potential than what he was actually used for. Somehow, somewhere, it looks like his character was overshadowed or perhaps undermined by the character of Major Videep Singh, played by Amit Saad. Though Amit Saad makes his appearance as late as the 4th episode, his acting brilliance does cover for him. It is actually surprising the TV industry boycotted such a great actor. You can actually see his dedication for the role. The series goes to great length to show us how the seeds of hate are planted with the false promises of paradise into the minds of the young ones. It does well incorporating in the story the actual evil that takes place in the name of jihad. We have Mir Sarwar playing the role of a ground asset for journalist Namrata. There is this particular scene where Namrata tries persuading him for providing ground intel from Kashmir. She says, if we have to change the situation, then the honest people must step out of the shadows. Simple line, but overwhelming truth. I personally enjoyed the detailed and elaborate shooting of the army operations. No pun intended. There is this shot where the ongoing chase scene of the terrorist by the army is zoomed out, transitioning to a live feed on a screen that's being watched at the headquarters. That's actually pretty good editing. They also did a fine job explaining the technicalities of army operations. We have this scene where Amit Saad's character explains why the use of rocket isn't a viable option for their mission. Very swiftly states the difference between having been caught up in a war or warlike situation. I also enjoyed the use of drones. The footage is used for what it is. It is used as it is meant to be coming from a drone of the ongoing army operations. It adds up to the sense of complexity regarding these high-risk associated missions. You cannot expect comedy from a series with such serious topics. Yet, we have this one scene where Amit Saad's character wishes his team member good luck for defusing an IED. He says that he will be missed. Pretty amusing for a situation like that. Overall, it is a good watch and can be a great substitute for a movie weekend. But if you compare it with the likes of The Family Man or Special Ops, you'd be disappointed. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Subscribe karna to banta hai. Happy watching.